Where's 166? There you are.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm Karen Peterson from Award Circuit.
Hi, Karen Peterson.
Hello. So you've talked a lot about how your mom gave you the book, and
Well, I talked a lot out there, didn't I, about that?
You did. And, you know, it's very different from the book, and I'm just curious, how did you break the news to Christine Lunens that you were making such big changes?
I was about a quarter of the way through the book when I talked to her, and I was pretty upfront with my intentions. And she'd seen my other films before, so she already knew that I was incapable of making a drama.
118, followed by 285.
There he is. I've been looking for you, 118.
Hello, Taika. It's Christian from Austria. A small question also from the
Here
book,
we go.
because
Here we
yes,
go. Here we
the
go.
both plays in Austria, in Vienna. So that's a little bit of this Oscar maybe belongs to Vienna
Sure.
and our
I'll
dark
chip a
history.
piece off for you.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does it belong a little bit to Austria and Vienna?
No. No.
Thank you.
285, followed by 144.
Matt Fagerholm, RogerEbert.com. Your child actors in this film were so incredible, Thomas and Mackenzie and Robin Griffin Davis. How did they enhance your dialogue, and what is the challenge for writing for children in particular?
I've worked with kids in most of my films, so I'm pretty used to it. I audition kids looking for a child that resembles the character I've written as close as possible. So then they don't actually have to act. They just have to remember the words and say them as fast as possible. And that's acting.
144, followed by 107.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
Anthony from Deadline.
Yeah.
So with the upcoming Writers Guild talks, I was just curious, what are some of the needs that you believe that writers should be asking for in the next round of talks with producers?
Apple needs to fix those keyboards. Though they are impossible to write on, they've gotten worse. That makes me want to go back to PCs, because PC keyboard, the bounce back on for your fingers is way better. And no, hands up who still uses a PC. You know what I'm talking about. It's a way better keyboard. And those Apple keyboards are horrendous. Especially as the computers, as the laptops get newer and newer. I mean, here's the latest new iMac. The keyboards are worse. And I've got some shoulder problems. I've got like a sort of oos, I don't know if you call it over here, like this sort of thing here, which is that tendon that goes from like the forearm down into the thumb. You know what I'm talking about, you guys who are writing. And what happens is you open the laptop and you're like this. So the laptop, we've just got to fix those keyboards. WGA needs to step in and actually do something. Next.
107, followed by 168.
Hi, Taika. Raymond Lowe from the Philippines. So in October, I asked you how you were preparing for the award season, and then you said you're going to be working in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Now tell us, today, I'm sure you prepared. Did you get to say everything in your acceptance speech that you wanted to add?
No, you saw my acceptance speech. It was the worst. I didn't. I mean, I did remember everyone's name. I just don't want to. You don't want to go up there and actually say lots of people's names. It seems like a waste of time. I mean, people who know me, I've said to people before I came here, if I have to go up, I'm not going to thank you, because why should I? I did all the typing. No one else did it, and all the words came from my head. So why am I going to thank my lawyer for that? I love him. He's done great stuff for me to go. He got me a bloody good deal on Thor: Love and Thunder, but he didn't type anything on Jojo Rabbit. So, you know, as far as acceptance speeches go, I think mine was probably the most truthful speech that anyone's ever given. I think we can all agree on that.
168, followed by 273.
168!
Sorry. Hi, Taika. Kate Hagan from the Blacklist. Congratulations.
Thank you for putting my script on the Blacklist.
You're so welcome.
Back in 2012, my script hit the blacklist and nobody wanted to make it.
Well, somebody wanted to make it. You're up here tonight, so congrats to that. I was wondering.
I want to say something in front of you all. Searchlight, we don't say the F word part of it anymore. Searchlight were the only people who had the B word to actually make this film and follow through with it. And I owe a lot of this to them, not to Austria, to Searchlight.
So my question is, from the time that the script was on the blacklist 8 years ago to today, what is something you wish you could go back and tell yourself at the beginning of that writing process, knowing what you know now?
Eat vegetables. Don't take life too seriously. No, I don't know. 2012, well, I don't know. I mean, I had my first kid then. So just as my script hit the blacklist, I had a baby. So I guess I'd tell my 2012 self, you gotta look after that baby. And nothing else really matters, and nothing else is more important than that baby.
273 followed by 65, and that'll be last question.
Hi, Taika. David from Israel over here, straight forward. Mazel tov. I understand that the movie was just adopted as an educational tool by the USC Shoah Foundation. What does that mean to you?
I mean, there's been a few things before tonight that have made me feel validated in the efforts to make this film and why I wanted to make the film. And a few things happened. One of them was that Mel Brooks gave it his seal of approval in front of most of Hollywood in this AFI lunch. And I leaned over to my producer at the time and I said, this whole award season can go down the drain, for what I'm concerned. This is our Oscar. The fact that this guy, one of my heroes, has given us this recognition. There was one moment. A few other times with people from Q&As, after Q&As, people whose parents had survived or been through various camps during the war, who said, "Oh God, I wish my parents were here to see this because they would have loved this film." And so, it's nerve-wracking making a film like this and infusing it with humor. And then when the Shoah Foundation said that they're going to make that part of the education curriculum, that, for me, sort of sealed everything. And it made me feel like, yes, it's worthwhile, and, there is a point to telling these stories again and again in different ways. And this is just one of the different ways we've got to tell these stories.
Last question, 65.
Taika, congratulations, Eli Glasser from CBC, Canada's public broadcaster. You began working on this film years ago when you were worried about kind of the direction things were going in this state of global affairs. We're now heading into a new election in America. We've had Brexit. I wonder, how are you feeling about things now?
I have lived in a little bubble for 6 weeks where any spare moment I will curl up under a table and go to sleep. So I haven't really I have no idea what is happening in the world, and it feels really weird to be like, because I'm not usually like that. So, but yeah, a lot of us making the film was in response to a resurgence of hate and intolerance and hate speech. And here's the thing, at the end of the war, there was a very clear rule. If you're a Nazi, you went to jail. Now, the rules have changed a bit. If you're a Nazi, feel free to have a rally down in the town square and you can invite all your mates. So something's changed and something's not right, and we have forgotten the rules, I guess. And so I feel like this is the perfect time for a film like this. And I feel like the film's become more important and more relevant today, which is a sad thing, but also good for me.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.